The Philadelphia Phillies have been one of the best teams in baseball since firing Joe Girardi, as I said, back in early June. And now their playoff chances continue to grow as the Phillies have won 7 of their last 10 games, meanwhile adding Bryce Harper back into the lineup after coming back from a broken thumb back on June 25th. Now, also keep in mind, an elbow ligament injury limited Harper to the DH duty prior to his broken thumb, so there's still a chance he's going to need Tommy John surgery at some point. But for now, he's able to swing a bat and run the bases, but he just can't throw. They are currently 51-29 since interim manager Rob Thompson took over for Joe Girardi, and their odds of making the playoffs for the very first time since 2011 have now risen above 90%, according to almost every prognostication system, whatever you want.
Say that again.
The stats people.
Yeah, there you go.
This is what a good team looks like. This is what a good team does. And if you haven't noticed, the Phillies are actually a good team. But, let's be real for a second. The Mets own the division, and the Braves are still ahead of us, and
that's fine. That's fine.
And however, this is a big step for us and our fightins because we're finally near the end of regular season, and what that means going into playoffs, and more likely for us, the second wild card spot. Your thoughts on Mr. Harper returning and leading this team to...
Well, Harper's the best. I'm a huge Harper guy, and I don't care if he doesn't play the field for the rest of the year. Him just being in the lineup helps his team he's the MVP when he's out there. As far as the Phillies go, would you say they're 7 out of 10, right?
They won 7 of their last 10, yes.
They could have won 8 out of their last 10 if they didn't blow a 7-run lead on Monday night. Those games still piss me off a little bit. You're up 7-0 in the, second inning? You got to win those games, especially in a wild card hunt.
And I totally agree. I understand what your point is. But, it also doesn't help. Out of those, the 7 of the last 10, you swept the 4-game series against the Reds. You took the series but lost the closing game against the Pirates. And then you got thumped by the Diamondbacks.
Yeah, two games in a row. But
Yeah.
then we came back and we thumped them, 18-2.
Correct.
That's the first time that every player in the lineup had at least 2 hits since 1901.
I did not, but I will say...
This is the old school Booch and Pat show fun facts.
I will say that the fun facts, the statisticians or prognostications, whatever you want to call it, I will say they come out of the woodwork for all of the most ridiculous stats that you could ever see. Wasn't it you that shared in the group chat or something, like most home runs by a guy with the last name that begins with R-U-T?
Yeah, it was a joke because, it was like some guy named Rutledge or whatever.
Right.
Had 4 home runs for, the Orioles.
It really is. It is wild. And real quick before we shift gears, one of the things that's really, I think, worth noting is, aside from you saying that Harper is the man, because he is, but one of the things that is worth mentioning is how great he was down in his, how fast his rehab assignment was down in the minors, and how well he took care of his team and opposing team, treating them to dinner.
Yeah, that Mission Barbecue. I love that Mission Barbecue.